It's very simple, actually. When I started Rixos, I was in age of 30s, and I had my 3 kids. So I was thinking to put a concept together which matched my own expectation. That's how, let's say, I put the story of Rixos together. Because I had, in that time, now I have 4, but in that time I have 3 children. I had very limited time. I was working very hard. So limited time, 3 kids, wife. What do you expect from holiday? Of course, I was not very concerned about my budget, but I wanted to have my best time. And I was traveling to many different countries. I was experiencing many different hotels. And I was not meeting actually what we all expect, because we were choosing a hotel for kids. I was not happy. I was following my wife, myself, and my kids were not happy. So I choose a hotel which were considering luxury, lifestyle, nice hotel, fancy, sexy. But then my children were suffering. So I start to think, why don't I put together a concept where the whole family member, each and every family member will have a nice holiday, will enjoy his or her time. That was how I start to actually visualize Rixos. And when I opened the first one in Belek, we realized that every family member is meeting what she and or he is expecting. So we came up with a concept where we have a lot of sport facilities, where we have entertainment, where we have the best ever kids facilities, unlimited food and beverage outlets. Just a small example, I used to have 23 bars in one hotel, 16 restaurants at the hotel, 48 boutiques at the hotel, because I didn't want to follow my wife where she's shopping, and I didn't want to be worried about my teenager boy, what he does, because I had all facilities which were needed. And then I call it actually not a hotel, I start to call it a destination, because we create a destination with some rooms, let's say. Hotel was opposite. You have a hotel with some outlets, but I did totally opposite. I create a hotel, I create a destination with some rooms. Why I call it like that? You can have the best rooms, you can have the most luxury hotel rooms, but no hotelier will be able to design and build better bedroom than your own at your home. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Because your bedroom is yours. I mean, you have everything what you need in your house, in your apartment, in your flat. So I stopped to compete in that way. I said, what a traveler is expecting, what a traveler is looking for. And then I start to be more concentrated on outside. Actually, let's call it on software, on experience, than a building itself. And it became successful, and we are developing successfully, as you are witnessing. We are growing worldwide, and I believe and I'm confident we have a great future altogether. Yiğit, as you know very well, we are not in car business. We are not in banking business. We are actually in a business which is very dynamic. The demand is changing every day, every minute, every second. Our business depends on weather condition. Our business depends on social motivation. Our business depends on the infrastructure. Our business depends on the location. So when I came to hotel business, and the more I understand it, I start to not follow standards. I have a respect to all those, I mean, who talks about standards, regulation. That's not, it doesn't mean we are ignoring, but I was not looking for standards. Always my motivation is how to meet the expectation of my guests. I mean, if they are looking for better environmental friendly hotels, definitely I'm developing an environmental friendly hotel. If they are more on location, I go better location. If they are more on entertainment, I will add more entertainment. If they are worried about their kids, I will be concentrating more to put kids friendly infrastructure, to bring kids IPs, to bring better schools with me to the properties, to bring better sport people to me with me to the properties. So I will not tell you what we have drawn and how we will drive our guests. Obviously, they are driving us, and their expectation, their demand is something which myself and my team, we are following very closely. And that's what I believe, what we do better than all others. Because
so you're listening your guests very closely. You have an ear on them all the time.
yeah, absolutely. Look, I tell you, I'm very clear with who is my target. I mean, I will not target each and every person to stay at my properties. I am more family oriented, family concentrated hotelier. And I see that people are concerned about their kids because they don't want to go to stay at hotel. At Rixos example, we are hosting people, our guests, average 10 days, 12 days. So first of all, parents doesn't want their kids to waste their time. So it means while we are entertaining their kids, we are also educating. We are also helping them to improve their skills. That's a priority, what I put in Rixos. Number two, I call it, which is very known also, your health is what you eat. So we are very much concentrated what we offer to our guests in our properties. I mean, as a food and beverage concept, and also quality, organic, health friendly, whatever you call it. Number three, why people come to vacation. We are mostly on resorts, on beautiful seaside location, on the oceans. They want to definitely enjoy the nice weather. They want to be outside. They want to have outside facilities. I mean, you can have a good gym, but a good gym, you can have it in Moscow, you can have it in London, you can have it in Berlin as well. It's not a big issue. But we try to give outdoor sport facilities to our guests where they really enjoy and where they have fun together with others in the same time, where they look better on themselves. Number four, you know, we have beautiful gardens. I used to know when you see a nice grass, people put a signage on it. Say, please don't walk on it. Please don't walk on it. Whenever, the first time I saw it in my property, I get crazy. I just remove it and say, okay, write down, please walk on it. Because guests are coming to walk on this beautiful grass. They are coming to have nice time on the sand, to play with the sand.
It's true.
And to have a nice experience at the beach. So that's what we really want to create it. And we are adding more and more. The more we get experience, we are offering more. So I'm telling to all my team members, all my leaders at the properties, please come with the new ideas. What can we do? What can we give more to our lovely guests? Because they are risking two things with us. Their time, which is very limited, valuable, their flying hours, and also their money. So we have to be very, very careful that they should go happy, they should be with us even when they are back at home. I don't want them to blame and to say it was waste of time. It was waste of money. That's something where we are very much concentrated. We were thinking as a hotelier, and we have also introduced many times, you are on top of it, loyalty programs, loyal guests. And I start to think, and actually one of my friends mentioned recently, how can you call a guest who is spending money on your property, who is your guest, who is your client, as a loyal guest? Or how can you, why are you introducing a loyalty guest programming? Let's call it in a different way. We should be loyal to one who are spending their budget with us, not they should be loyal to us. So we have to totally change it in a different way.
Maybe we should name it recognition.
We call it, no, definitely I will call it, and that's also what we are working on it. A loyal brand. We are a brand who is loyal to its guests. We're a loyal brand who is loyal to its client, because they are, as I mentioned, they are risking their time, their money, and coming to us. So they should be aware that, not us. I tell you something funny just to laugh a little bit. When I developed the first Rixos Premium in 2005, I had a great success. I mean, we opened it in 2005. In 2005, 2006, 2007, we were like 3 times above average in the market. We were selling, obviously we had some products like big villas. We could name it whatever we want in a price wise. So we were so successful. And I was looking different development in different countries. So I was not looking anymore in my own town or in my own city, because I thought I'm done and I have a perfect product. So in 2010, when I came back, I witnessed that there is a lot of better product than myself. So I was the first one. I was the inspiration. But my colleagues, my competitors, my dear friends, some of them, they took my stuff. Some of them, they took my designer. They did better than me products. And I start to think, I should do something what cannot be easily copied or what cannot be easily replicated. That was the first approach. And then, of course, studying Antalya with more, 20% growth annual, a city which is hosting 15 million visitors, a country which has 85 million population. Why we don't have a proper theme park? And I look at the whole good examples in the world. So my instinct start to drive me, to tell me, yes, that's a right investment. You are in a right location, definitely, and you will do well. So I start to look at where is the best location. And then I decided where the Land of Legend is today to develop over there. It was not easy again, because I approached my bankers, I approached investors, I went to different potential partners, and the answer was there is no benchmark. We don't think Turkey can be a successful destination for it. But end of the day, I took risk and I started. Luckily, I did it. It was another example like Rixos Belek. It became a very successful business model. Of course, it's a very challenging business, because I call it, if you have 100 disciplines, hotel is one of them. So you have another 99 disciplines to deal with. You have show people, you have retail, you have rights, you have safety, you have health, you have music writers, you have artists. There is so many things which you have to deal with. And proudly to say, I have great team members. We learn. And now, of course, we are trying also to export that experience to different parts of the world. It works very well. And I hope we will be able to develop further. We are now, third year, every year,
right?
Yes, every year we are adding something new. Every year we are adding. This year we add a great IP called Masha and Bear, Big Bear, which is going to be a great IP. It's almost finished, so we will open in a couple of weeks.
Is that another ride, Mr. Fettah?
It's not just another ride. Let's call it, it's another park in the park with the IP, because like I just saw your videos, you had a talk with Harry Potter people. So it's something, let's say, like that.
Okay.
And we continue to bring also IPs with us in our park to co-brand and also to use their network and their potential. Let's say there are three things which I'm very much on top of it. One, we are running Rixos operation, and definitely we want our guests who come to us to forget what happened to them last 3 months, because last 3 months they were not able to eat what they want. They were not able to do what they want. They were not able to even leave their home, their apartment, their houses. So we want to create a freedom for our guests, of course, to have to follow all the rules and regulations related to COVID-19. But in another hand, we want them to really end up to the heaven. And that's how I am preparing all my staff members. We should not let our guests feel any boundary, any, how you call it, inconvenient, any unpleasant situation with us in our hotels. So we should give more than what we used to give. We should serve better than what we used to serve. And also, we are definitely on top of our gardens, because we want people to get out of the rooms. They were desperate. They were already blocked, like in prison last 3 months. So we want them to be, we have created a beautiful small spaces in our gardens. We are growing vegetables. We have done a great jogging routes in our gardens, because we are in a great locations, in a big territories. And we have been working last 3 months, all my hotels. I never let any property to close because we don't have guests. We were on top of our properties. We have been busy with our properties, especially with our gardens, with new facilities. So each and every guest who will come to Rixos will witness that there is something better prepared for them, because they deserve it, because they have been waiting for it. That's number one priority. And also luckily, because 3 months ago, or let's say 2.5 months ago, I warned all my team members, stop making Netflix rich. Come with new concepts. Come with new ideas. Don't tell me what will happen to you tomorrow. We are here. Nothing will happen to us. We will survive. We will be better. We will come stronger back. But we should prepare ourselves. And also, on the other hand, we are in a competition world, you know.
Sure.
So
we need to make a difference.
We should be different. We should be prepared much better than others. And luckily, and I'm proud to say that all my team members, they got the message and they have been working on it. And that's how we open first our hotels. I mean, you are witnessing, we open Rixos GBR, we open Rixos Sadiyat, we open Rixos Belek successfully. And we had our guests from day first, you know, how concerned they were. I mean, how scared they were. What is going to happen? Am I going to be protected? Is there safety enough? That was the request, and also where the people were concerned. But that's all what we succeed, and it's our number one concentration. Number two, you know, each and every country is saying entertainment will delay. Getting together will be maybe in a couple of months. Having fun will be in a couple of months. So they're all addressing actually Land of Legends. So I have to be prepared very well once the lockdown is easiest. Once we have a permit to do such a big gatherings, we will surprise our visitors. We will not get them to a place where what it used to be. We will get them to in a much better environment, because we believe they deserve it. So this year is not time for us to make more money. It's time for us to give more to our guests, to bring more to our guests, because I am almost 20 years in this business. The more you give to the guests, you get more. Don't worry about it. We are not a cost-driven concept. We are opposite. And number three, I will not announce it from here, but we are preparing something very unique in the world, which is related with healthy aging. You got
All
my
right.
point?
Okay.
That's something. That's something we will come up in a couple of weeks with Chairman Sebastian, and I believe something will be very unique to introduce to the world because they are French. No, obviously, look, I like to develop. I am a developer. I mean, I'm a hotelier, but in another hand, I'm a developer. And I have witnessed how successful is the concept what myself and my team member have developed. And then we start to develop further. We went to different countries. We start to grow our brand out of Turkey. And then I have seen, I have witnessed, I have struggled how difficult is to grow. You need a platform, you need a network, you need a strong partner, you need a reference. You know, if you go to Indonesia, tell to a banker, investor, trust my brand and invest $300 million, I will put Rixos. It was a big question mark. Although sometimes I succeed to convince investors, but they had to convince their bankers. And the question was, okay, fine, he has a nice concept, he's a great guy, but we as a bank, we need to have a world record. And then I end up to look, who should I partner with? I start to talk to different brands in the world. I will not name them. And then me and obviously who I have a lot to thank, Gora, who is the head of development, a great friend of mine. We met and we had a great synergy. So we clicked in the first hour that we can really develop together. We can do something together. And then we met Chairman Sebastian, who inspired me and who was a great visionary, who is still a great visionary. So we had a great talk. And then I was convinced that we can really develop the brand together worldwide. Because I never thought to sell totally my brand and get out of it. So I was not after cashing money out. I wanted, and still I want, to prove something that the Turkish origin brand can be worldwide successful brand. So me and Accor, we click perfect because Accor has network infrastructure more than 150, 180 countries. Yes, how many countries?
Sure, it's 180 plus today.
180 plus country, has a very strong balance sheet, a great investors worldwide, a company which is almost 100 years old. So I was convinced to take the advantages, the pluses of Accor, put Rixos together. Because Rixos, let's say, I'm on top of the brand, I'm driving my brand, I have my great team members, we are continuously developing concepts, as you witness, and no, I don't need to worry anymore how to convince a Vietnamese partner or how to convince a Chinese partner, because I give you just a small example, and it's a great opportunity. When I fly to Vietnam, I am received in Vietnam like in Antalya from Accor offices. So I have my lawyers, I have my office, I have operation, I have reference because Accor has 80 hotels in Vietnam. Or when I went to, it happened to me, I went to China, I was received by CEO of Accor in China. So where Accor has more than 200 hotels, to add another 3 hotels, it's not a big deal. You know, for me, it's a great opportunity. I'm protecting the brand. I am implementing my vision. I'm making some money on how you call it, on
On the
development,
side.
on the site. I have a great partner who I really enjoy to be with, who I have big respect, and they have respect to me. It was a great example actually for also Turkish entrepreneurs, because usually when you have international investors who come to Turkey, who are interested on Turkish market, they buy Turkish brands and they, how you call it, either they stay in Turkey or they grow a little bit around with the brand out of Turkey. And I was looking for a strategic partner who we can develop the brand together, let's say, endless. And that is what is happening. It's our third year, and you, myself, all Accor team is witnessing what is happening. And also for my staff,